Namaste, I'm Annika. Thanks so much for joining me. Today we're going to do a form of yoga that I like to call Chilasana. It's basically super chilled. You're on your ass most of the class and it just feels good. All right, just got here. So these are off, bum on the mat. Let's go. I'm just going to take a deep breath. Just take the legs slightly apart so it's nice and comfortable. I'm going to place my hands on my knees to ground down. And just take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. So allow your eyes to close for me. And let's just focus on the root of our spine, the base of our spine, our root chakra, our security, stability, grounding, energetic focal point. So think pomegranate red, and we'll take 10 deep breaths. Think pomegranate red, circle expanding and contracting right underneath your butthole. So take a deep inhale, and I'll see you on the other side. Good. Slowly just slide the feet in towards the hips. Knees are bent. I would say that my bum is energized right now. Take a deep inhale. Your asana is nice and chilled, hopefully. Exhale, just draw those knees over to one side. If you can, make sure that the feet are on the out. Oh, bloody feet are dirty. I apologize. Inhale. Feet are on the outside edge of your mat. Look, I'm going to hide my feet now. It's because I came outside barefoot and it's been raining. Inhale. Exhale. So nice slow moves as you massage the bum across the mat and come across onto the hip, other side. Hi, blue. Just a few more times. Good. Come back to center. Draw the body up. Bring the feet together in front of you. Bring the hands down by the sides. Lift up those feet. I'm going straight into the root, just focusing all our energy there on security, stability, and grounding. So let's lift up the chest. So we fire up this lower 2, 3 chakra energetic centers. Thanks, Bodhi, for the sound effects. He's having a great time for himself drinking some water. If only I enjoyed it that much. Draw the heels in together. Take a deep inhale. Reach the hands up. Interlace the fingers and lift up. I'm lifting up Buddha's chin here. Reach up, reach up. Left hand comes down, right hand lifts up and over. Good. Press down with that sit bone. Was that nice? I think Mummy drinks wine like that. Inhale. Exhale over the other side. Good. Inhale. One more time each side. Actually, you can interlace the fingers, press up again. Just so you get that length in the spine, and then you draw it over to the side. Gaze up at the hand. Come back to center. Exhale over. Good, inhale. Take a little twist out to the left, because that just feels really good now. Gaze over the shoulder, stay there. Relax the chin. Come back to center, reach up and rotate. See, I'm automatically calming down. It's pretty amazing what this yoga stuff does and what breathing does. Yoga becomes a moving meditation. Good, release back to center, reach the hands up, place them behind your bum, fire up those toes again. So, boat pose, Navasana. You can keep your hands down here, or you can draw them up, and you can even, a bit stiff to do that first. So I'm just going to stay here and lift and just kind of fire into these lower abdominal areas. Two more breaths for me. Lift up a little higher. I'm fired up today, girls and boys. Lots going on. Yoga. Nothing else going on but right now. Curl the heels in. Come on to the all fours, the hands, the feet, and lower down to your belly. There we go. Good. Come all the way down. Rest on your elbows. Take an inhale. Release the toes, push up through the elbows and through the hands. Just activate those forearms. Can you feel the lift? Exhale, sink the belly, sink the chin. Inhale, activate. Exhale, sink the belly, sink the chin, the chest, relax the feet. One more time, inhale, activate. So press the toes into the mat, press your elbows, your hands. Maybe gaze up. And exhale, lower down. Slide the hands to the outside of the shoulders. And fingertips just in front of the shoulders. Inhale, come halfway up. So press a little higher. You feel a little more compression now happening in the lower back. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale. So we're just moving now from the root to the lumbar spine area, lower down. This time we're going to go up and hold. So draw your elbows in, press up to where it feels okay for you. Take an inhale, press the toes in, squeeze the thighs, look up. Good, feel that compression, that strength in the spine. Drop the chin. Come back to neutral, look left, look right. Anything clicking in the neck? Anything a little stiff? Are you seeing all of your life? Peripheral, what's straight in front? Slowly lower down. This time we'll inhale, press up, and press back to child's pose. Inhale slowly. Exhale, hips come back to heels. You might have to walk the hands back. And inhale, come forward again. So use the hands where they are now as a gauge. I'm going to move a little forward so you get to see my butt the whole time. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, hips back to the heels. Gaze down. Inhale, moving forward. Elbows, squeeze them in. Slowly lower down. Touch the nose. Inhale, push up. This time we'll hold here. Take 3 deep breaths, now extending through the upper back now. Walk the fingers, come onto your fingertips. Feel the shoulders, feel underneath the armpits. Relax the hands. Good, come up onto all fours for me. Take the knees hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Take a few cat-cows. Your body knows that these just feel good. To kind of mobilize the spine, Push the mat away, suck the belly in. I always like to hang out for a little bit at the top of the breath. Inhale, maybe rotate the elbows out, draw the shoulders out. Exhale, come back to center, extending your left leg behind. I'm going to just come over here. There we go. So press that Achilles into the mat. Good, change sides. Right toe into the ground, press back through the heel. So you feel that, fired up. Now take the left one back to join it, coming into plank. Uh-oh, what are we doing here? Draw the belly button in, push down. Now if that sucks, drop to your knees. You could also do forearm plank. Good. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Drop your left knee down and turn a quarter turn to the side of your mat. So bring that left toe directly behind. Right leg is extended out. Pinky toe pressing in. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Take cat-cow here. Inhale up. Exhale, push the mat away. Inhale up. Exhale, push the mat away. Come to neutral spine and see if you can float that foot off. Float it off. Good. Draw the belly in, lift up. Place the foot down, press the pinky toe. Walk the hands up and inhale, come all the way up. Hi, Blue. Reach up, gaze up. Good. Right hand comes down onto the long leg. Left hand up and over. Reach. Get that extension in this left side body. Maybe finger and thumb can come together like a big OK. It's a hand gesture for wisdom, knowledge. I need a lot of that right now. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop the hand down. Reach overhead with the right. Take 3 big circles. Inhale. We need to oil up those shoulders. Loosen off any tightness. So go full range of motion now. If you have sore shoulders, just shorten the lever, fingers on the shoulder, and you can make your circles with the elbow. So a little less pressure. Good. Hold it up to the ceiling. Gaze up. Lengthen through that foot. If you can, or you want to have a little play, you could slide that left foot into side plank. Lifting the hips a little higher. You could also float the top leg off if you like. Oh. Gaze up. Bring the foot down. Find your way back to plank or down onto all fours. Let's take a vinyasa. Elbows in, lower down. Inhale, sweep the chest through, release the toes. Come on up to cobra. Exhale, hips high, down dog. This is going to feel nice. A nice first down dog. So paddle out the heels or just press back and feel those hamstrings, calves, Achilles, everything behind in the back side of the body. Just opening up as we invite that energy in there that's tight to release. We're done with the past. It's over. It's taught us some lessons, but we're done. Don't need to hold on to things anymore that don't serve our highest good. So get rid of the shit. Inhale, good shit. Exhale, bullshit. That's what we're doing. Good. Slowly come onto the toes, bend the knees, float all the way back down to your mat. Draw the hands underneath, and this time take your left leg, press it back into the mat. Press down into the ball of the foot. Good. Reach back. Good. Change sides. Good. Draw it in. Okay, left foot, take it back and take that quarter turn to the side of the mat. You're going to get a nice butt shot here. Reach the hands up. Good. Left hand down. So make sure your pinky toes pressed in. Reach all the way over. Maybe okay fingers. Yana Mudra for wisdom. Good. Draw the hand down to the side. Left hand reaches up to the sky. I've got to come down onto my wrist to help it strengthen. Maybe float that straight leg. Reach up. Good. Drop the leg down. 3 big circles. Inhale, exhale. Remember, if your shoulders are sore, shorten the lever, right? Less, but you can still get a nice full range of motion. Inhale and exhale. Keep the hand up if you'd like to float into side plank. I don't think I'm ready for side plank with my wrist, so please go ahead, side plank. Slide that right foot. You could float. You could also just stay here with me and just work on lifting that leg. Good. If you're in side plank, now return to your mat. Return to the front of the mat. Take that vinyasa. Slowly lower down. Inhale, sweep it through. Hi, body. What's going on? Exhale. Hips high, downward facing dog. Paddle out the heels. Down dog's feeling good. Now I have a frog behind me. Oh, yeah, yeah. Breathe. Drop the knees down to the mat and take an inhale. Just hover them. Draw the shoulders over the wrists. So you're engaging your core. Just gaze down in between the hands. Hips high, exhale, down dog. Press back, inhale, hover the knees. Now draw the chest back towards the knees, the belly over the knees. Lift the hips a little bit and get a really good feel. I was enjoying myself so much I didn't know what I wanted to say there. Hips high, heels down. Press back. Zip the toes together and on your next inhale, left leg high to the sky. Press back. Lengthen that leg. Good. You get such a fantastic Achilles stretch, calf stretch in that right leg. Now bring the heel into the bum. Lift the knee up as though you're going to topple over into good. Inhale, point the toe, press back, exhale, bring it through in between the hands, drop down to the back knee, release the toe, walk that knee back and just draw the hips forward. Bring the hands to the inside, toe, heel, left foot to the outside of your mat. Just gaze down, soften your elbows and just get a fantastic, I'm so full of adjectives today. Fantastic, brilliant. That's the English stuff coming out. Breathe. Good, maybe taking your left hand, pressing that knee out a little more, gazing over the shoulder. So just giving it a chance to really loosen up. Both hands to the center, toe heel back in to the middle. Bring the hands either side of that front foot, curl the back toe under and just float it for a moment. Good, breathe. Drop it down, extend left hand high. Dragonfly twist, reach up. Now maybe float that back knee again. Opening out a little more. Maybe you could even come onto the knife edge of each foot. Give it a try. Kind of opens out the hip even deeper. Gaze up and breathe. Oh, my bottom wrist shaking. Good, slowly release the hand. Walk all the way round to the side of the mat. Keeping the hips high. Bring the toes round parallel with the edges of your mat. You're in a forward fold. You'll take an inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, fold it in. Crown of head comes down to the floor. Shake that head a little side to side. I just realized I had my hat on. Good. Sway a little side to side. You can get into your body a little bit if you like. Your body, feel into it. Maybe swaying so far side to side that you come down into Skandasana. So, left leg straight, walk the hands over to the right. Externally rotate that left toe, that left leg. Get a nice release on the inside thigh, the adductor. Slowly transfer the weight, other side. Draw the body forward a little, externally rotate even more. And breathe, still breathing. Good, slowly back to center. Take an inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Maybe grab opposite elbows and hang. Upper body nice and heavy. You'll feel that behind the kneecaps. A lot of tendons going on in there. 4. So let's give them chance to unwind. We're breathing. Take an inhale and reach the left hand high to the sky. Right hand is directly under the head. So just reach. Reach. Maybe wrap that hand. Find the right hip socket. Open out a little more. Slowly, slowly release the hand back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Right hand on an inhale reaches for the sky. Good. Really press down with your left hand. Maybe wrap the hand behind, open out the shoulder even more to the ceiling. Good, release the hand, walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat. Drop down to the back knee. Bring the hands to the inside and just draw the hips forward, release the back toe. So you're in your runner's lunge, we'll toe heel your right toes to the outside edge of the mat. We can get super deep now into this lizard. There's so many names, lizard, dragon. Kind of make up your own names if you like. Good, maybe take that hand, press it out, gaze up. How's your breathing? Good, toe heel back to the center, frame the front foot. Good, curl the back toe under and just lift the knee. Just see how that feels. Drop the knee, extend right hand up, dragonfly twist. Reach up, keep drawing the hips down to the mat. Now maybe float the bottom knee. Take 2 more breaths here. Good, slowly lower the knee. Walk the hands all the way back round. Pop yourself up. Whoops. Side of your mat. Forward fold. Shake the head. Maybe a little sway into Skandasana. And you can take your time before you go super deep into your Skandasana. Open the hips. Get them juiced up and oiled up. Then find your Skandasana. Maybe this time palms come up. So I can't get my heel down because my Achilles, I blew them out teaching aerobics many moons ago. What does that tell you? Inhale through center. That's why I started teaching yoga, because everything started blowing out. Lots of energy coming out, right? The body. And breathe. Release the hands, come back to center, walk all the way back to the top of the mat, drop the back knee down, release the toe. Take a deep inhale and draw that back heel in towards the bum. Now it might just come there. I'd like you to take a deep inhale. Oh, hold on, I've got cramp. Lift the left hand behind and overhead. See if you could take hold of your yoga pants, the outside edge of the foot, and then roll off the kneecap. Very important, roll off the kneecap, otherwise that's going to bloody hurt. Gaze over the shoulder at your foot and open out that quad even more. Now you could just be here, that's fine, but just reaching back to those toes. Slowly release, draw the hips back, curl the back toe under for me. We'll do half Hanumanasana. Front leg straight as you can, little micro bend. Sometimes if you're hyper extensive, like my arms extend beyond zero to a weird position, you don't want to do that. Little micro bend. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Look at your big toe. Tilt the tailbone back and up. Feeling that again, back of the knees, back of the hamstrings. Take 2 more breaths here. Walk the weight forward, toe heel, those toes all the way over to the right side of the mat. You know what's coming, it's pigeon time. So drop the knee, bring the hands in front, square off the hips and shoulders, that back knee, walk it back, but make sure you're in the middle of your mat. Release your toes. Again, now square off the shoulders and hips. Make sure left knee to the outside edge of your mat. Wiggle the toes forward, and they kind of get stuck. Now what I always see is people then like fall over and hang out here. Well, I could have a glass of wine here, have a nice time. That's not the point. Let's come back over center and exhale. Draw the body forward. Draw the head down. So hopefully there's a sensation happening in that left hip. Just make sure you're not plonked onto your left bum cheek, so stay over. We're trying to place ourselves willingly in the fire. So breathe and get used to feeling what hitting an edge feels like. An edge, right? Uncomfortable. So this is why your yoga is a tool. You take it off your mat and practice these same principles off the mat in your real life. Right? We're going to get situations that are really uncomfortable. That's going to put us in an edge, testing our values, our belief systems, our safety. How can we respond when we're put into the fire? Do we cry? Probably. Do we get pissed? Probably. But can we sit with the fire and know that nothing lasts forever? Impermanence, another yoga philosophy. Nothing lasts forever. The good stuff or the bad stuff, right? We have to remember that life is like a wave. Troughs and peaks, highs and lows. And the more we know that it's a journey that we ride these waves, the better we become at being big wave surfers. And we don't get washing machined underneath the wave, chewing, spitting sand and getting choked by our surf leash. And that has happened to me several times. Good, slowly rise, slowly rise. Just come onto the bum, extend the legs to the side of the mat into a wide butterfly, a wide straddle. Oh, good, take 2 hands, grab your flab, pull it out if you have any. Again, projection. Take an inhale. Exhale, fingertip walk the hands forward. I hit an edge, so I'm going to flex my feet to activate my quads. When I activate my quads, my shins, the back muscles do the opposite. They relax. And then I'm going to relax myself. Drop the head, take 10 breaths here. Slowly rise. I wanted to kind of hang out there for another 10 breaths. Let's see what comes up. Slowly draw the heels in. Take a deep inhale, reach up. Interlace the fingers, press the hands up. Release the palms together down to the mat. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let's do 10 breaths here. Feeling the hips now definitely a little more open. Take your 10. Close your eyes, relax. Okay, that's about 10. So slowly on an inhale, rise up. Rotate to the back of your mat. Find your way onto all fours. Take a few cat and cows. Exhale. Good. Take the hips high. Find your downward facing dog. Press the hips back. Paddle out the heels. Next inhale, right leg high to the sky, press back. Feel that opening in the hip. Point the toe. Press that bottom heel down into the mat. Get that Achilles, that calf, that massive, beautiful stretch that's happening. Heel comes into the bum. Lift the knee. As though you're going to topple over into flipping your dog, but you're not, you're just going to hang out here. Open out that hip. Inhale, point the toe to the back, look between the hands, draw the foot through. Drop to the back knee. Good, draw that back heel up towards the bum. Now maybe right hand reaches up and back, reaching for that foot. It might be a long way away. So grab, see if you can grab your yoga pants. See if you can grab outside edge. See if you can just gaze over the shoulder. Take 5 breaths here. Slowly, slowly, slowly release. Frame the front foot, curl the back toe under and slowly draw the hips back. Half split, half Hanumanasana. Gaze at your big toe, take an inhale, lengthen the spine, lift up, exhale, fold in. Gaze at your toe, tailbone tilted back and up. Belly button still nice and tight, keeping hold of that energy. Good, slowly. Draw the weight forward. Toe heel the feet, the front foot all the way over to the left, setting up for your pigeon. So drop the knee. Back leg, look over your shoulder. Walk the knee back, release the toe. You're in the midline of your mat. You bring your hands square off the shoulders, hips. Wiggle those toes as far forward as you can get them. Squaring off. Remember, you don't want to fall over onto your right butt. Stay centered and slowly. See how far you can lower down. Just drawing the body down. Now, if this is super challenging for you, this is where you can use a mudra, like a hand energetic gesture. Point a finger and thumb, point up, the other fingers fold in like you're shooting something. So this is called Kali Mudra, and this is for strength, for fighting through fierce challenge. Kali Mudra, not a bad one sometimes if things are getting a bit crazy. So it kind of represents a sword chopping through shit that comes your way. It's a little paraphrased a little bit better in the Vedic texts, but you get my drift. Breathe, relax the head. We're in the business of clearing stuck energies. As I do more and more energy healing every day for different people during these times, lots of stuff's coming up. It's all stuck energy that needs released. When we release it, we create space for something else to come in. But to release it, we've got to look at how that energy became stuck. So it might be patterns of behavior. It might be a person that you're unwilling to release from your life. Or release the effect that they have on you. It's so complex and so incredibly interesting. But it's energy in your mind, in your body. We've talked about physical energy of physical things, clearing, making space in your environment. But I really want to start focusing on your body and your emotional energy. Slowly, slowly release. You can't beat a good old bit of pigeon. Come back to the side of your mat. Bring the soles of the feet together. Draw the heels in as close as you can. Open the feet like a book. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold in. Use your elbows to press down into the knees. On your next inhale, I'd like you to press up with the knees against the elbows. So you're resisting. 3, 4, exhale, release. Good, and again, press up with the knees against the elbows. 2, 3, 4, now press down with the elbows. What's happening? Are you feeling anything different here? Good, press up against the elbows, press. 2, 3, 4, press down. Do you notice it goes a little bit deeper? So just hang out here, take 5 more breaths. Butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. It's about 5. Slowly come up. Draw the knees together. And just find your way down onto your left side. Oh, it's right there. Look how close the floor is. Oh, good. Just draw those knees up for a moment. Let's place right hand overhead and go straight into Recline Buddha, because it'll just feel good. Bottom hand, I've got hair everywhere in my face. Just place it on the knee. Now try to open out the shoulder. Now if you have a bad shoulder, maybe just place your hand onto your chest and allow the shoulder to open out without externally rotating it open. So you have to feel your body, and if it's hurting, invite it part of the way. You don't have to go, well, I want it to do this, because your body will tell you pretty quickly that it's not going to do what you want all the time. So we get into relationship with it. We lose our ego around the shape. Like, I can't do this, and it's all good. I'm good not doing these shapes. Arm balances and certain things may not work with shoulder and wrist injuries. In time, they can be folded back in. Breathe. Slowly release the top arm. Find your way onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. You can rock a little left to right. Hugging the left knee in, just extend the right leg long. Now hover it just above the mat. Hover it. Point the toe. Now let it just rest. Take a deep inhale. Open your right hand out to the side. Open your left knee out to the side. That's it. Just support the knee. Opening out the hip. Take a breath. Good. Take an inhale. Cross that knee back into the body. Switch hands. Draw the knee all the way across. Open out. Opposite hand. Good. Hold it there. Inhale through center. Hug the knee. Open out to the side. Open your right arm out as well, like an aeroplane wing. So totally opening the body. Inhale through center and find your way all the way over onto that right side. Taking reclined Buddha. So draw the knees all the way up. Right hand on the knee, left hand extends overhead. Just turn the head into the armpit. Good. Slowly release the arm first. Find your way onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Maybe clasp your hands. Just get a tighter squeeze. How good does that feel? Take a deep inhale and exhale. Just extend your left leg. Just hover the heel above the ground. That's it. Just length. Feel the length in your body. Now drop the heel down. Take an inhale. Squeeze that right knee in. Exhale, open it out to the side. You can extend your left hand out. Just allow the hip to open. Good. This Left leg, just this long leg. Point the toe, make it active. Good, inhale through center, switch hands. Draw the knee across the body into a little bit of a spinal twist. Other arm opens. Might be tighter on one side. You could draw the knee all the way back down or the toe to touch or just hover it. Breathe. And again, pass it through center. Exhale, open out. Come back through center, draw both knees into the body. Give yourself a squeeze. You can maybe make a little circle around the sacrum, around the lower back area. If that feels good, follow your breath, round the clock face. Changing direction. And settling back to neutral, drop the feet. Take the knees apart, just hip width apart. Bring the hands down by the sides. Take an inhale and slowly start to lift up into bridge. So tailbone starts to rise, press all the way up. Now shimmy the shoulders in a little, walk them in. Press the hips up, keep your chin. Don't look at your phone for a few moments while we take this shape. You don't need to see anything. Now push down with the hands, press the knees forward, and think about pulling the heels back towards the bum. Can you feel that difference there? A lot of different forces. Slowly, slowly lower vertebrae by vertebrae. Draw the belly button in. Begin again, rise up, and this time when you hit the top of your bridge, maybe walk the elbows in, maybe you can clasp the hands under, and if you can, just lift a little higher, lock the chin in. Jalandhara Bandha means a chin lock. Don't move your bloody chin. Take 5 deep breaths. If wheel is in your practice, you would bring your hands and pop up. I won't. But if that's in your practice, now's the time to do wheel. Urdhva Dhanurasana. Pressing with the hands. We've got 2 more breaths. Good. Slowly release the hands. Release the spine. Take a breath. Exhale it out. Curl the knees in and find happy baby. You just extend the legs, you can rotate the feet. Final postures to finish. Grabbing the outside edge of the feet. Drawing the knees down into the armpits. Good. Any last shapes that your body needs to make? Just take a minute. Maybe it's shoulder stand. Maybe it's just kind of grabbing bits and any last little squeezes that need to happen. Before you make your way into final resting shape. So I want you just to lock in on what feels good. If you close your eyes, it's so much easier to get into the body, get out of the mind. And when you're ready, final resting shape. Take a soft inhale, soft exhale. That wasn't very soft. Take the breaths you need to bring you back into your body, bringing a little life into the fingers, into the toes. Maybe a good morning stretch. And then maybe just left hand on the heart, right hand on the belly. Just thank you deep down in there for showing up and practicing and giving yourself some energetic work. Giving yourself time for you deep down in there to connect and connect with each other through the ether that surrounds us. Right? There's no boundaries to the ether, to the energy that's floating around us. That's why we all feel connection through a little magic rectangle. Give yourself one nice compliment right now. Just tell yourself something you're proud of about yourself, how amazing you are because of what. Feels good, right? If you can't find a word, think a little harder. And if you thought of one word, think of another thing that's amazing about you. Take a good morning stretch. And squeeze the knees in. And let's roll over onto our sides. And when you're ready, just press up. Cross-legged, seated position. Bring the hands into the heart, because we got this thing fired up. Take a deep inhale, lift up out of that root that's grounded. And exhale it out. And again, inhale. Lift up, exhale it out. One more time. What an amazing thing that breath is. Go have the most spectacular day today. What a gift life is, right? Get out of your head and get out into the world. Namaste.